Once upon a time, in the frosty, snowy land of the North Pole, lived Santa Claus, a jolly man with a big belly, a long white beard, and a heart even bigger. Every year Santa delivered gifts to children all over the world, but before the big day, he had one very important task: decorating his magical Christmas tree. One chilly morning, as the snow swirled outside his workshop, Santa decided it was time. "Ho, ho, ho, Christmas is almost here," he chuckled. "Let's get this tree ready." The magical Christmas tree, which stood in the centre of Santa's cosy living room, was no ordinary tree. It grew just a little bit taller every year and sparkled with a special glow, thanks to the magic of Christmas itself. Santa pulled on his big black boots, wrapped his fluffy red coat around him and clapped his hands. "Let's make this tree shine!" Suddenly, out from behind the tree popped Twinkle, the smallest and most eager of Santa's elves. "I'm ready, Santa!" Twinkle squeaked, bouncing with excitement. "Let's decorate," Santa chuckled. "Good to see you, Twinkle. I was hoping you'd help me. We've got some magic to create." Santa started by reaching into his great red ornament box, a magical box filled with shiny treasures from all over the world. He pulled out a beautiful star ornament that twinkled like the brightest star in the sky. With a flick of his wrist, Santa placed it on the highest branch, and immediately the whole tree glowed with a soft, warm light. Twinkle's eyes widened. "Ooh, that's beautiful. What's next, Santa?" Santa grinned and reached for a string of peppermint candy canes. These candy canes weren't just sweet, they were enchanted. As soon as they touched the tree, they filled the room with the delicious scent of Christmas: gingerbread, peppermint, and hot cocoa. Twinkle jumped up, grabbing a candy cane and hanging it on a branch. It smells like Christmas." Next, Santa brought out a set of tiny golden bells. Each one jingled with a magical sound, soft and sweet. "Why don't you help me with these, Twinkle?" Santa said. Twinkle eagerly grabbed a bell and hung it on a branch. As soon as it touched the tree, it began to play a merry Christmas tune. One by one, the bells chimed in, creating the happiest melody that filled the room with joy. Santa clapped his hands together. Now it's really starting to feel like Christmas. But the magic didn't stop there. Santa pulled out a box of tiny stockings, each one stitched with love and care. These weren't just decorations, they held special wishes for children around the world. As they hung them on the tree, the stockings glowed with golden light. "Each of these stockings holds a wish for something good," Santa explained. "One for happiness, one for peace, and one for love." Twinkle looked at the stockings in awe. "Santa, what about the tree topper?" he asked. "What's going on the very top?" Santa smiled and reached into a sparkling chest beside the tree. From inside, he carefully pulled out a crystal snowflake star. This wasn't just any star. It was a gift from the northern lights, and it shimmered with colors as bright as the auroras in the sky. With a gentle toss, Santa sent the star floating to the top of the tree. As it landed, the tree burst into life. The lights twinkled brighter, the bells rang louder, and the ornaments sparkled with more magic than ever before. The entire tree seemed to glow with the spirit of Christmas. "Ho, ho, ho, look at that!" Santa cheered. "Isn't it wonderful?" Twinkle twirled around, filled with joy. "It's the most beautiful tree I've ever seen, Santa." Just then, a gentle tap came from the window. It was Comet, one of Santa's trusty reindeer, peeking inside. "Santa, your tree looks amazing," Comet said, her nose twitching with excitement. Santa grinned and waved her in. "Why, thank you, Comet. Would you like to add a little magic of your own? Comet trotted in, her hooves clinking softly on the floor. She took a deep breath and blew a gentle puff of air toward the tree. Instantly, a soft flurry of snowflakes fell from the ceiling, landing on the branches, making the tree sparkle even more. Twinkle clapped his hands, delighted. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Santa stepped back and looked at the tree with a smile that stretched from ear to ear. This tree is more than just decorations, he said softly. It's a reminder of what Christmas is truly about. Love, kindness, and the magic that brings us all together. Twinkle nodded in agreement. And don't forget the candy canes, he giggled. Santa chuckled, his belly shaking with laughter. Yes, and the candy canes too. As the evening grew darker, Santa, Twinkle and Comet sat by the fire, watching the tree as it twinkled and glowed. The ornaments danced, the bells chimed, and the magic of Christmas filled the room, warming their hearts. From that day on, Santa's magical Christmas tree stood tall and proud, lighting up the North Pole with its beauty and reminding everyone of the true spirit of Christmas. The end.